Hey everybody, this is Elman Woodson again with your 5 minutes of motivation. Thank you so much for being here and I appreciate you taking the time. Please like and subscribe to the page. Tell your friends and family all about it. Let's get it going. We have a lot to cover today. We only have a short amount of time. Okay, let's go. What I want to talk to you today about is about getting comfortable being uncomfortable. That's right. I said it. Get uncomfortable being uncomfortable. It's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone. It's time. It is time. Because on the edge of your comfort is where the life is. When you embrace the fear, when you embrace the vulnerability, that's where life is. That's where life begins. So I want you to think about that. Okay, anyway, before I start thinking about all this stuff, and before I get all off topic and just get overexcited, let me just break down three things that I need to talk to you about. And I've written them down on my little note card so I can just make sure that I stay on topic and don't get too excited and veer off and waste your time. I want you to step into your fears and embrace your vulnerability. I was going there. Step into your fears and embrace your vulnerability. I want you to think about that. What are some things right now that come to mind that scare you? Where are some things that you don't want to be vulnerable? Where are some things in your life where you don't want to appear weak, or you don't want to appear like you don't have it all under control? Think about it. I want you to think about those things that scare you. Write them down. Write them down on a card. Write them down somewhere. Put them on paper so you can work on these things. So you can deal with those things, those parts of your life that are weaknesses, those parts of your life that are hindrances that may be holding you back from a more fuller life, a more fuller expression of yourself. Think about those things. I want you to ponder those things. Because because they may be hindering you from truly living your life as it was intended for you to live. So I really want you to consider those things. All right, so that's 1 and 2. 1 was step into your fears and embrace your vulnerability. 2 was think about those things that scare you, write them down. And 3, I saved the best for last. 3 is I want you to think about what are the steps that you are going to take, to deal with it. What are the steps that you're going to take today to deal with your fears and your vulnerability? You know why? Because fear it's not our birthright. You are required to be powerful. We were given, by Almighty God, we were given power, love, and a sound mind. That's what we were given. That's our birthright. That's where we live. That's where we're supposed to live, in power, love, and a sound mind. It doesn't mean we're not going to have weak moments. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have times where we are fearful or fear is natural. But it shouldn't hinder you from living life. It shouldn't hinder you from becoming the person you need to become. So, for example, for some people, fear may be speaking. Fear may be speaking up at a meeting. Deal with it today. You go into your office today, you make it a point that when you're in that office, in that meeting, you raise your hand and you say something. I don't care what it is, you say something. Your fear may be a fear of heights. Do something about it. Let's deal with it. You may have this hindrance about you where you don't want to appear weak because you feel like you might not know something. Get the study up on it. Let's ask some people some questions so we can understand what we need to understand. Let's develop the discipline, the habit of power, love, and a sound mind. Today is the day we deal with our issues. Today. Not next week, not next month, but today. Let's embrace all of who we are. Our fears, our vulnerabilities. Let's embrace it all. Embrace it. But when I say embrace it, I don't mean hide it under a bushel. No, I mean you bring it to light. You bring it to light and you deal with it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because on the edge of comfort, That's where your true life is. All right, family. This is Elman with your 5 minutes of motivation. Have a great one. Like and subscribe to the page. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.